Hello everybody and what is up? Welcome or welcome back to another video. Today I will be reacting to the top 10 nostalgic cartoon characters. But before I start, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below your favorite cartoon character. And as always, I will leave a link to the full video in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 nostalgic cartoon characters.
And I'm reacting to it.
For this list, we'll be looking at popular animated
What's
TV
up, guys?
icons that we still love after all this time. If there's a character from yesteryear that we neglected to include on our list, remind us in the comments. Number 10, Smurfette. The Smurfs.
Wow, they're starting things off with the character from the 80s. I wasn't alive in the 80s, but I saw both Smurfs movies when they were in the theaters in 2011 and 2013, and I was really excited when I found out Katy Perry did the voice.
While there are plenty of characters in this blue franchise, Smurfette
There are.
consistently stood out as the
I
most
easily relate to Clumsy because of how accident prone I am.
as an adorable and iconic design.
Every like this video gets makes me less accident prone. So if this video can get 1,000 likes, I'll have 1,000 new joints.
That made her stand out from the rest. But it's Smurfette's backstory that really made her interesting.
That's for you
She was created
80s
by
babies.
franchise villain Gargamel as a tool to ruin
And
the
for
lives of
me,
Smurfs
it's
fans.
Katy Perry's voice. In case you guys didn't know, I was a big Katy Cat growing up when she was really big in the
But the heroine
2010s.
eventually rebels against the twisted man and becomes a beloved staple of the village. Over the years, Smurfette has only become more complex and skilled. It's impossible to imagine the franchise today without her.
Too young to get married. Besides, I could never pick just one of you because I love you all.
Number 9, Garfield.
Everyone's favorite orange lazy cat.
Maybe lightning will strike me and end this humiliation.
A staple of newspaper comics and a TV series in the 80s and 90s. Many
There
of
was
us
one in the
were
2010s as
entertained by
well.
this cartoon cat. Everyone laughed at Garfield because his laziness and sarcastic attitude reminded us of our own feline pets. And he was relatable to humans because he loved lasagna and detested Monday.
How can a cat eat Mondays if cats don't go to school or work? It doesn't make sense.
That's the temperature of microwave lasagna.
However, the reason we were so charmed by Garfield was because he did have a caring side underneath his annoyed expressions. Whenever he went out of his way to help others, we couldn't help but smile along with him. This cynical tabby cat definitely left a big paw print on pop culture.
There's another one going around, the Alaskan cat.
In one episode of Teen Titans Go, when Robin became a cat, they referenced Garfield. Cyborg made lasagna, and Robin went crazy and thought, Mondays.
Alaskan cat flu? How will I know if Garfield comes down with that?
Mush, Odie. Mush, you husky. Mush.
Number 8.
At Marshall's, our buyers go to great lengths to find you great deals on great quality products.
8. Tom and Jerry.
Everyone's favorite cat and mouse duo.
Said
And they have to be one of the oldest characters on that list.
Chasing, either by the mouse or someone else. This is the essence of the Tom and Jerry relationship. Over the years, Tom the cat has failed to nab Jerry the mouse countless times, but that fact hasn't made their endless game game of pursuit and trickery any less entertaining. Their classic dynamic has been the basis for several TV shows. And
It has.
I'm Jerry.
As a result, generations of viewers have grown up watching their animated actors.
Even like really, really old viewers.
Over 80 years after their debut, their cat and mouse games still feel timeless. Number 7. Fred Flintstone. The Flintstones. Whether
He's been
you
around
know him
since the
from his show,
1960s.
His line of chewable vitamins, or his marketing of edible pebble cereal.
That's what everybody remembers. Most of you guys watching this video remember him from. I like Fruity Pebbles, but why do they get soggy so fast? Why does that cereal get soggy so fast?
In more ways than one, of many of animation's greatest family man characters. Fred is often grumpy and short-tempered.
An attitude many adults can relate to.
But at the end of the day, he still has a good heart and he loves his family and friends.
Fred Flintstone, man of valor.
Well, that's quite a write-up.
Oh, Fred, I'm so proud of you.
And chances are, if you ask someone on the street if they recognized him, they'd probably say that they yabba dabba doo. Number 6. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob
Wow, SpongeBob SquarePants. I probably have the most nostalgia for that show on that list. I actually have 2 SpongeBob toys with me right now. I have a plush toy of the Square Dude himself. And a rubber duck who looks just like Mr. Krabs. I'm glad they included him.
If you don't know the answer to the question, who lives in a pineapple under the sea, we have to question where you've been the last few decades. SpongeBob is the relentlessly cheery and optimistic titular protagonist of this long-running show.
Kids can relate to SpongeBob, and adults can relate to Squidward.
While he started as the yellow character that could on Nickelodeon, he soon became the network's biggest star. Kids and adults alike have been entertained by the happy-go-lucky
They
character
have.
since his debut. It also helped that many of his show scenes have become the subject of popular internet memes.
We don't need television. Not as long as we have our
Imagination.
Although SpongeBob might not always see the downsides of life, we can certainly see why he has such a wide appeal. Number 5. Homer Simpson.
Wow, we went from SpongeBob to The Simpsons, although The Simpsons isn't really a kid's show, but I'm glad they decided to include him. I mean,
The Simpsons is jam-packed.
let's see if you guys remember this line. Don't!
Iconic characters.
Although,
At first, we were heavily
I wish they included Bart. His pranks are funny.
4 out of 5.
He has 2 iconic catchphrases too.
Impressive.
Ay caramba! And don't have a cow, man. Well, if you guys don't subscribe, I'm gonna have a cow.
But we ultimately had to give it to the lead patriarch, Homer.
Well, the show focuses on him, so it makes
Jack is
sense.
both everyone's idiot cartoon dad and all our ears personified. He just wants what he wants. whether
He
that's
wants food. That's his end game.
Ice cream truck.
He's just like every kid. One time, I scraped both my knees chasing an ice cream truck.
As kids, and let's face it, as adults too, we all find that quality very relatable. Jokey decisions frequently land his loved ones and even his town in heaps of trouble. But since he usually tries to make things right, we always forgive him.
Wherever injustice shows its ugly face, I will be there, for I am the Pie Man.
Whoever Pie Man is, the Cupcake Kid will not be far behind.
Even after 30 years of episodes, audiences are still in interested in seeing new stories with the same old Homer Simpson.
And there's one character who always forgets his name. Simpson, eh? Anyway, let's see who they talk about next.
Stu and Shaggy Rogers.
Ooh, Scooby-Doo.
Franchise.
Another character who's been around for a really, really long time. Okay, I know most of these characters have been around for a long time, but
Mystery-solving best friends have been
everyone's favorite mystery-solving duo.
Century. Shaggy and Scooby generally share many of the same traits, despite one being a human and the other being a talking dog. They both have enormous appetites. And
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Like untrue, boss. We didn't eat it all. There's still a couple of gorgonzolas left.
however, can also be convinced into bravery with the reward of Scooby Snacks, or if their friends are in danger.
The reward of that instead of money. In real life, if you find a wanted person, it's money sometimes.
This duo have won the hearts of kids for decades. Number 3, Charlie Brown and Snoopy, Peanuts franchise.
Aww.
Arguably the two mascots.
They have to be the most iconic characters on that list.
Charlie Brown is the ultimate
Every year, I watch a Charlie Brown Christmas, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and a Charlie Brown Christmas. I have them on DVD. We all watch them together. Well, we all watch the Halloween ones and the Thanksgiving ones together on Halloween and Thanksgiving.
and often comes up short in life.
The Peanut specials are as iconic as they get.
This year I'm really gonna kick that football.
But although he can get a little pessimistic and worry about his every move, Charlie still pushes through and keeps trying his best. On the other side of the coin, Snoopy is daring and surprisingly charismatic for being a non-talking dog.
Comment below if any of the Peanut specials have made any of you guys want beagles.
And his wonderful sense of imagination always pulls us into his stories. Regardless of the version you're watching, these two will always remind us of the good old days of childhood.
Visibly tighten and lift your neck with Strivectin Tightening Neck Cream. The #1 selling neck cream is now upgraded with our most powerful technology yet. Smooth lines and wrinkles in just 4 weeks. Shop now on Strivectin.com.
This is my comeback. Start yours at PurdueGlobal.edu.
Number 2, Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes.
Now he has to be the oldest on that list, but
Fantastic cartoon characters. And while we love
I do like the nostalgia for him. Another iconic catchphrase that rings a bell. What's up, Doc? What's up, everybody? I'm sure we have nostalgia for plenty of Looney Tunes characters.
Bugs Bunny is far and beyond the most rascally of wabbits. His dry wit and clever schemes usually see him come out ahead of whoever he's up against. And we're pretty sure everyone can recite his classic catchphrase at a moment's notice.
I already did it.
Bugs has frequently emerged as the main attraction of several Looney Tunes shows and films. Whenever Bugs on screen, our minds take a left turn at Albuquerque and right down.
They
memory
sure
lane.
do.
Don't look much like Los Angeles to me. I know I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few on
I wonder who they are.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends.
I've never heard of that.
Imagine
They should have,
squirrel duo.
there are some characters they should be replaced with, but we'll get to those later on.
I know, but that part fell.
He-Man. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The power of Grayskull never wanes.
By the power of Grayskull.
Oh, I've seen memes of them before.
Angelica Pickles.
Angelica Pickles? Out of all the Rugrats, they chose her? Why not choose, I don't know, Tommy? He is the bravest out of all of them. And they're showing a clip of her being bossy. I can't believe they chose her.
Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain.
Now they're showing the right character. Ugh. I'm sure glad they didn't choose, any other character we hate.
The Rubber Band.
The workings of your mind are a mystery to me, Pinky.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. The Powerpuff.
Everyone's favorite Powerpuff Girl trio.
Sweet girls remind us of everything about our childhood.
All these items slipped under every child's tree, arranged rather nicely by these Supergirls 3. They were making good time, even though they were rookies, so they stopped once or twice to have milk and some cookies.
Aww.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our
I wonder who number one's going to be.
latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional
I hope
videos.
it's either Mickey Mouse or
If you're
Twilight
home,
Sparkle.
Make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Winnie
well,
the Pooh
I
franchise.
guess he's good too, but
Fine day for March and there's a tiny little breeze, and when there's honey for the making, there's a buzz.
I wanted them to talk about Mickey Mouse and Twilight Sparkle, but I'll talk about more later on.
For the life of a bear.
This honey-obsessed bear was an indelible part of many of our childhoods. When Pooh wasn't
It
going
sure
after his
was.
substance, he was spending quality time with his friends. His kindness to
My
everyone
two
around
favorite
him was
movies-
something we should
When I was growing up, my two favorite movies were Piglet's Big Movie and Pooh's Heffalump Movie. Every time I went to the library with my mom, I always asked for Piglet's Big Movie. And I remember watching Pooh's Heffalump Movie a lot.
all aspire to, since Pooh's adventures are set in the timeless land of the 100-Acre Wood. His stories never feel like they're aged.
Oh, of course. What could be more important than a little something to eat?
Whenever we look back at his stories today, we feel like we're back in our childhood times too.
That's
It's
how I
heartwarming to
feel.
know that kids still love him today. Generations of people can feel secure that Winnie the Pooh will always be around to welcome them back to the 100-Acre Wood with open arms.
Aww.
Maybe the stick found me.
Assembled adventurers, the expedition is over, for Pooh has discovered the North Pole.
Eureka!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms.
Okay, that is the end of that video. But before I end mine, I want to mention that they should have mentioned Mickey Mouse, since he is the most iconic part of Disney. I mean, 1928, well, maybe they'll mention him in another video. After all, Disney is celebrating their 100th anniversary at the time I'm making this video. But why could they have mentioned Twilight Sparkle? I mean, I used to love watching Friendship is Magic when I was a kid. That was another iconic show that was a part of my childhood. But that is the end of my video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!